Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
Just leave that. Shut up. Just put him in.
Our teams cook breakfast on the go for the cast of Home and Away.
Yum, yum, yum.
But one team failed to deliver and are now facing elimination.
Mal and Beck.
Burger versus brioche. In the day, it was bread with a mushroom and a piece of grilled cheese.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Then, last night,
Only one person per team can cook.
You gonna do it?
I'm doing it.
after a rapid cook-off, the bottom 4 teams were given a second chance.
Cream. Grab it.
And the weakest team?
Bill and Alex.
Tomato soup with meatballs.
This is just not good enough for this competition, guys.
Tonight, in a 3-course sudden death cook-off, it's Mal and Beck versus Bill and Alex.
That's hard as a rock.
I think it needs more lobster flavour.
They're just grabbing whatever they could see to try to add some flavour to it.
They'll be judged by our favourite guest chefs.
This dish has hit some high points with the judges' table.
I can't wait to taste their main courses.
In the closest elimination so far.
I've got to say, we're not all in agreement on the best team tonight.
Entering Kitchen HQ today, I think it's going to be a really tough sudden death cook-off. Mal and Beck, they're top cooks. We're going to be fighting for our lives, so may the best team win.
Knowing that this could be our last chance to stay in the competition, I couldn't be any more nervous.
I'm feeling a little emotional. Just the prospect of going home is really running through my head at the moment.
Teams, it's been a tough few days. Bill and Alex, Mal and Beck, in tonight's sudden death cook-off, you're going to have to bring out the big guns and blow us away with your best 3-course roast dinner. If you guys don't hit the mark tonight, you will be eliminated from the competition.
I think it's going to be a really tight tussle. Bill and Alex absolutely romped it in the instant restaurant rounds. Clear winners over us by a long way. Today's our chance to get some revenge.
Mel and Beck, are you feeling confident?
I will leave everything in that kitchen. Every bit of sweat, every bit of effort that we've got, we'll put it out there today.
Bill and Alex, how do you think you're going to go today?
I'm fired up, to be honest. It's a competition and we're here to do our best, and that's what we're going to do.
There's no point going to any test in this competition without being 100% confident in what we're capable of. So yeah, I can't wait to have these people try our food.
I think it's going to be a very close competition tonight, because what we've seen from both teams has been amazing.
Your kitchens are ready? Take your station and put your aprons on.
Good luck, mate. Good luck today.
Good luck.
Do well.
Taking to our stations, I'm fired up. Bill's fired up. The adrenaline's pumping. Feels like we're about to play a grand final.
I'm feeling really confident. We've blocked out the competition. It's all about getting the food out.
Teams, your entrees need to be on the table in 1.5 hours. Your time starts now. Go.
Okay, this is it. We've got to pull out all the stops, get on with it, and do the best that we can.
So, Beck, I'm just going to start on the potatoes.
I'll start on the beetroot.
Our entree tonight, it's a roasted polenta, beetroot, orange and goat's cheese salad.
Main, we're cooking roasted lamb rack, sweet pepper puree and potato croquette.
Dessert, we're doing banana and caramel tart with praline.
First thing we've got to do, Bill, I reckon, is get the seafood stock going. Yep. So I'll start chopping up a few veggies for that.
Yeah, I'll get this water on the boil.
Yep. Today for entree, we're doing a creamy lobster soup with truffle. For main, we're cooking a twice-cooked duck with a spicy citrus sauce, chapped potatoes and some sugar snap peas.
And for dessert, we're making a baked custard and citrus salad with pistachio biscotti.
Pans, what are big pans? Hour and a half to go, adrenaline's at max capacity, and my planning goes a bit out the window and just get started on whatever I can remember.
What am I doing? Do you want all of these in there?
That's probably enough, mate.
I'll start on the stock for the soup and throw in some lobster legs, some veggies and some packet fish stock, and really try and reduce that down to intensify the flavour.
You need to put 2 litres of water in there as well.
Throwing lobster bits and vegetable in water, it's like a tea, you know, you just don't brew it just like this and hoping that all the flavour is going to come out. You need to roast those heads of lobster and you need to roast those vegetables to get the most flavour out of it.
Beck, when they're ready to go, wrap them in alfoil.
Yep.
I'm looking after entrees and mains tonight, and I really have to be on my game. We're going to survive this sudden death cook-off. Cooking up a sweat here. Straight off, we need to get the beetroots into the oven and roasting.
Hey, beetroot's in.
And get a start on potatoes for the main.
I know I've got a lot to do, but I feel at this point, I've got everything under control.
Both very relaxed, aren't they?
Yeah, not wrong. There doesn't seem to be any urgency or anything there, does it?
Teams, you have 1 hour left to plate up your entrees.
Is that fish stock bubbling away yet?
No, mate. What I'm going to do now is start doing these lobsters.
Thanks, mate.
To cook the lobsters today, I'm relying on what I've read and seen before. I'm going to do 2 in each pot.
You know, the thing is with Bill and Alex is they're using lobsters, they've got truffle. Are they trying to impress us with the produce they bought, or are they going to do a great job with it? That's my question.
Whereas on the other side, we've got Mal and Beck, you know, simple ingredients, peasant ingredients again, beetroot, polenta.
All right, Beck, my water's actually finally boiling now, so I'm going to get onto that polenta.
Oh, look, that's got polenta. Mal, polenta is boring.
People always complain to me that polenta's bland. I've got my own style of using chicken stock and a lot of butter to give it that rich saltiness that it needs.
Sifter. During the time for entrees, I have got to get my head around getting the desserts prepared. The pastry I'm making today is a savoury pastry. It's just flour, butter, salt, egg yolk, and a bit of water.
Just make sure you get that pastry right. Don't stress about time.
Teams, you've got 45 minutes left.
You're halfway there. Get moving.
Bill, we don't really want to overcook these lobsters.
100%.
I'm looking at the lobster after 10 to 12 minutes, and it's not something I'm very familiar with, so I'm panicking a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be about 15 minutes per about 500 grams, I think. Right now, I'm thinking the fact that we've got such premium ingredients today in our entree, if we butcher them, we're going to get absolutely slammed by the judges, so we need to make sure we execute it well.
Don't panic.
That's looking pretty done to me.
How's the stock looking?
It's only just coming to a boil now.
That is not ideal.
It's not.
All right, pastry's in the fridge.
So I've got my polenta on the stove and I taste it. And I'm actually amazed. This is the best polenta I've ever made. I've made it so many times, and on the day that I need it to really be great, I've made the best one I've ever made.
Oh, it's tough shells, these ones. Yeah, it's definitely done. Mal, Beck, how you going?
Good,
Great.
How you boys
Smells
going?
great over there, boys.
I don't
I'm just
believe
ripping
you.
the head off the lobster.
There's some beautiful smells coming from the other side of Kitchen HQ at the moment, but hopefully we can nail our dish, and maybe they'll overcook the lobster, who knows.
41 minutes.
41.
Yep. My caramel's starting to brown.
At this point, the dessert is well on its way. I've done the pastry, it's in the fridge, and the caramel is looking great.
Beck, I've got a fair bit to go still. How are you looking?
I'm actually on schedule.
Well done.
Teams, you've got 30 minutes left.
Get moving.
What are you doing, Bill?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'll do these, olive oil up these ducks.
Yeah, olive oil and salt up the ducks. 30 minutes to go, and I'm feeling the pressure. We're behind on the lobsters. I need to get these ducks in the oven if we've got any chance of surviving this sudden death cook-off. Can you get these ducks in the oven, please, mate?
Yep.
What are you up to there, mate?
Where's the scales?
I'm really a bit concerned. They look like they're second-guessing everything they're doing.
Yeah.
Alex and Bill, they're stressed. They don't have a plan of attack.
At the moment, I'm thinking, what am I doing?
You know, over here, very different story. We've got Mal and Beck, and he's got his jobs, Becca's got hers, and they actually look very professional.
I'm not worried at this point.
You worried about your caramel at all?
No.
So I'll peel these ones, prep the other ones.
Is that your stock?
That is the stock.
Have you tried that?
I have. It needs a lot more seasoning, heaps more seasoning.
What's those heads doing here?
What's that?
Are you doing anything with those heads?
Not at the moment, no.
At this point, I'm actually a bit angry inside. To get a beautiful lobster stock, you need to roast those heads. Those heads, that's where the flavor is. Just make sure you test it and you're happy with it. They just didn't know what they were doing. I'm very, very disappointed. Teams, you've got 30 minutes left. Get cracking with those entrees.
Polenta's looking really good.
We've got Mal and Beck's vegetarian polenta and beetroot salad versus Bill and Alex's lobster soup.
Worry the stock isn't going to have enough time to reduce.
One side is cool, calm and collected. The other, it's a very different story.
Okay, let me taste it. I think it needs more lobster flavour.
This is kidding me. It's kidding me. At the moment, they're just boiling few legs with packet stock, and that's what it tastes like.
I'm just wrapping a lobster head in some muslin cloth, which should hopefully help impart a bit more flavour into the soup without getting the gunk in the soup. I decided to double wrap the heads. I need to improvise, so I grab the first thing I see. Don't know about this idea.
This is a strange thing to do. Very strange.
They've just wrapped up the lobster head in chunks. Wouldn't that absorb all the juice?
I'm going to do it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Should I risk it?
Yeah.
I'm worried about the soup turning blue with those chunks.
Doesn't look the best. Chucks in the soup.
How are you guys travelling?
Really good at the moment, Pete. I'm just going to get these into fry. I've got to do a few batches. That one I didn't fry completely.
I try some and it's really good. It's got flavour. They're actually onto a winner with this entree.
I'm doing 3 bits of beetroot on the plate. We've got the beetroot shoots. We've got some pickled Chioggia beetroot, which is the pinstripe one. And we've got some beetroot roasting in the oven as well.
You know what I'm after before you plate these plates up, aren't you?
Tasting everything.
Try it all as a dish before you serve it, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you, guys.
This will be the 3rd vegetarian dish out of the 4 times we've cooked. We're not vegetarians, we just love fresh ingredients, and if meat doesn't need to be on the plate, we don't want to put it there. And maybe it'll be enough to stay in the competition.
Teams, the guest judges are here.
And the pressure is on.
The guest judges enter the kitchen and the competition really hits home. We really need to focus our attention on getting our entree right.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
How do you think they're going?
I don't know. They're looking very indecisive in what they're doing.
It's just not. I can't put my finger on it.
They're just panicking. It's really hard to watch. They're just grabbing whatever they could see to try to add some flavour to it. You can nearly tell right now that it's just going to be quite horrible.
We need to get the corn flour also to thicken it. Stock's still not perfect, so we add a bit of cream, add a bit of butter, add a bit of white pepper, and then we burn off a bit of brandy. It's improved it, but it's still not quite where it needs to be.
If we don't get this right, we're up the creek.
You've only got 5 minutes left. Think about finesse and finishing touches.
So that last lot of beetroot's going to come down to the wire.
At this point, I'm feeling a little under the pump. I'm working at 150 miles an hour.
Need to move really fast, Beck. Grab that beetroot out.
Oh, look, the beetroot looks beautiful.
That smells delicious.
Get it out of there in 30 seconds.
I'm starting to get worried for Bill and Alex. They're still making adjustments to that, so
Try it. You try it? It's all right. I think it'll be a little bit thicker, but I haven't got time to reduce it anymore. Yeah, let's get it in the bowls.
Now, Beck, are you able to help me at all? Because time is really slipping away.
Yep, I'm just trying to finish the caramels.
Beck, that's your last priority right now.
Oh, no, I'm just going to burn it, that's all.
Teams, you only have 1 minute left.
I'm freaking out, man.
Okay, we got any that need to go? Let's dress them with cress. Dress them with cress.
That looks like a good one.
So which one do you want more greenage on? Yeah, which ones?
Oh, goodness, okay, maybe that one.
Truffle, mate. ASAP.
Teams, only 30 seconds left.
Quick, Al, quick.
Fire up, show your class. Woo!
Had a heart attack over here, eh?
I think we're going to get it all on the plate, mate, which is
Almost
good.
there. Truffle on that one.
Sorry, I just messed that one up.
Okay, I'll wipe it down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, guys. Step away from the benches.
Got it on the plate.
Chest mark.
I'm really taken away by the entree that Mel's produced. It looks like something that you would see in a magazine. It really is a restaurant quality dish.
Just got it on the plate.
Wow.
Boys.
In terms of the presentation, I think it looks fantastic. In terms of flavour, it could have been a bit punchier, but I'm happy with what we put up.
I'm feeling really proud of the dish I'm serving at the moment. Probably the best one I've done in the competition so far.
Teams, you have an hour and a half to get your main courses onto the table. Your time starts now. Go. I think we should start with Bill and Alex's lobster soup.
Great.
It nearly looks like muddy water.
Yeah.
Yep.
It tastes like muddy water.
There's a certain lack of depth to the flavour of this soup.
I'd have to agree. Truffle is a waste.
Yeah.
Can't pick it up, can you?
Pointless.
I'm not getting it.
They obviously decided to use a very expensive product to
Very.
impress us. The lobster is cooked very well on this one.
And the thing is, if they put that lobster, the way they've cooked it, into a salad, it would have been
magic.
fantastic.
Magic.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. That lobster is good.
Massive, isn't it?
I'm really
quite
enjoying
nice.
that.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry, but that soup,
I'm sorry, I just don't.
I don't know what that was, okay? That's it. Won't have to have another taste.
So let's try Mel and Beck's salad.
Yeah.
Great.
What do you think of Mel and Beck's dish?
I think it looks fantastic. I think they did a really great job with the polenta.
There's flavour in it.
It's given elegance to polenta.
I'm going to have some more.
When the salad first hit the table, like I didn't think,
And what
vegetarian dish.
protein would you put in there? What meat would you
Yeah, it
put in
doesn't
there to
need
make it
anything.
better?
Doesn't need anything. It's delicious.
You've got beetroot against lobster.
Exactly. Look at the price difference.
I think this dish has hit some high points with the judges' table.
No, I think it may have. I can't wait to taste their main courses.
Coming up,
Beck, you've got to get them in the fridge.
We're going to get the duck out right now, mate. Come on, boys, you can get it done.
everything's at stake as the mains take centre stage.
It's beautiful.
I think it's going to be the deciding factor here.
But will it all come to a sticky end?
That's as hard as a rock.
Okay, lamb.
Tonight's main course is a roasted lamb wrap.
So, Beck, I'm getting on to the marinade for my lamb.
Okay, cool, baby.
It's got sumac, cumin, some rosemary, olive oil and some lemon rind and garlic. I want that to be the hero of this dish.
So, Beck, the lamb should marinate until we're ready to cook.
Excellent.
It's very red. Why is it so red?
If the bones are nice and red like pink, that means it's nice young lamb.
All right, we'll get the ducks out.
Yeah, they're nicely cooked.
Today for me, we're cooking twice cooked duck. Get stuck into this.
Bill and Alex, I'm actually very pleased with what Alex is doing with the duck.
How are they looking inside?
They look nice and cooked, mate.
Yeah.
Nice and tender still.
The office has been steaming for a while now, and they're going to roast it. Smells good.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I don't rip much of the skin.
He looks a lot more comfortable with the duck than he did with the lobsters or the crays.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put a tiny bit of this stock on. Whack the duck in another pan with a bit of the stock we made earlier. Roast them off for a second time to crisp up the skin nicely. Okay, duck's all done.
Beck, my sweet chilies over here are blistering up nicely. How's your pastry? It's not too cold, is it?
I'm pretty happy with it. So next I'm onto the praline. Very similar to caramel, but no added cream. I've got peanuts, almonds, salt, and chili. Praline's done.
What do you need me doing? Anything?
Mate, actually, yes. Can you, in a bowl, get these spices? We got fennel in there already? Ground fennel?
No.
The pace seems to have picked up a little bit with the main meal.
Just want to get some butter, just melt it in there.
Alex is yelling out instructions to Bill. It's quite frustrating to watch Bill just opening a pack of spice. It takes him a good 3 minutes to open one pack.
But he's really, really tentative to do something in case he makes a mistake.
How does it smell?
It smells delicious.
That's no good, doesn't it?
I hope that Bill and Alex are going to do a good main because they're entree. Don't talk about the entree.
Teams, 30 minutes left. Get a move on.
We noticed Beck having some trouble with the caramel sauce that she's made. It seems that she's let it sit and it's started to set.
So that's the size of a rock.
Just take a deep breath, babe.
The caramel is not loosening at all. It's just time to ditch it. Get a new pot and get it going.
Definitely not working, hey?
It's a setback, and we're not happy about it.
How are your stress levels, Beck?
I'm not going to try and focus on the stress.
Do you reckon you can get them in the oven within the next 5 to 10?
Yep. We're making a baked custard for dessert. Before I add the custard mixture to the ramekins, I need to line the bases with dates. To make the custard, I heat up some cream and milk and combine that with some brown sugar, some eggs and some vanilla paste. Once that's done, I strain the mixture finely so that it becomes a smooth consistency. And Bob's your uncle.
Put a timer on?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yep.
I start sealing my lamb in the pan. I want to render a bit of the fat and caramelise the outside. When I put them in the oven to roast, I want to cook them for about 15 minutes so they're nice and pink in the middle.
We've got a lot to do, don't we?
I'm frantically mashing away at this point. My potatoes are a bit overcooked. They taste a bit floury, so I add a lot of parmesan, a bit of seasoning, a bit of flour and some egg yolk in the hope that that'll thicken up my croquette mix.
Awesome.
And it does. It's still quite soft, but I'm hoping that they'll set.
Okay, croquette's going in the fridge.
We need to get the duck out right now, mate.
Right.
Actually, you know what? Leave the doors open. Just turn the heat off.
What are you doing with this?
Mate, I'm going to toast some spices and toss the potatoes through it. So our sides today are pretty simple. We've got some sugar snap peas and we've got some chat potatoes that we're going to fry through some of the similar spices that we've got in the sauce as well.
That dessert has just taken so long.
Beck is still working on dessert, so it seems that main course is down to Mel as well.
I'm stressed for Mel. He's just doing everything. He's got broad beans, he's got the capsicum puree, he's got the lamb. He's doing a lot of things.
I'm feeling a little stressed at the moment.
Time pressure is really starting to get to me. In our plans, I had Beck helping me start to egg wash and crumb the croquettes, but with things going as they are, I'm on my own and I've got a lot to do.
Can you keep half an eye on my pan there with the reduction?
Yep, no worries.
When I pull the croquettes out of the deep fryer and I see that they've exploded a little bit, all that cheese is melting and oozing out. I know my mixture's not right and I know I'm in trouble.
So that's going to go back on to reduce.
Guys, we've got 5 minutes left.
It's all about the taste and the presentation now.
Come on, guys. Good job.
Guys, make sure
Guys.
you're up.
Now I'm going to need you for plating up.
Okay, I'll get the plates out now. 5 minutes to go and Mal is working frantically.
That's my croquettes.
I've never seen him work so hard.
My sauce is nicely reduced now.
And just try to take on so many jobs and have it all together at the one time.
I've got broad beans and peas.
He really is pushing himself to the limits.
That's the custards?
Yep. All right, you get those out then.
All right.
Have you got caramel in the tarts yet? You're doing that now?
No, they need longer. They're not set yet.
They're not set?
No.
The lamb's looking awesome, Beck. What do you reckon?
Perfect.
Come on, teams. Only 1 minute left to plate up your main course.
All right, mate. How are we looking?
Okay. Come on, boys. You can get it done.
It's got everything on there.
Come on. Nearly here.
Can you give that another brush for me?
Where is it?
Look, I'm happy with the way that looks.
Yep.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, guys. Step away from the benches.
We did our best.
Looking at the plates in front of me, I'm not ecstatic. I know that the croquettes aren't up to my usual standard. I messed that dish up. We have our main finished. Walking up to the judges' table, I'm reasonably satisfied with my dish. The presentation, I think, is quite strong.
Thank you.
The hero of this dish is definitely the lamb. It's beautifully cooked. And I hope the judges can see that. We cook it with respect and we cook it well.
Mal and Beck's lamb is already up there, and at a quick glance, it looks like it's been presented beautifully. It looks really good on the plate.
Our duck really needs to be spot on, otherwise we could be definitely going home tonight.
Thanks, teams. You've got 30 minutes to get your dessert served.
Come, Mel and Beck. Come, Bill and Alex.
Keep it up, guys. Shall we start with Bill and Alex's duck?
Excellent idea.
Thank you.
Moist, crispy on the outside.
That's beautiful.
Lovely. I actually think the duck is excellent. I just think the failure here is the fact that the potatoes aren't very well cooked, and to me, that's what's hurting the dish.
A boring chat potato.
Comes down to 5 minutes extra of cooking, doesn't it?
The duck's very tasty.
I think they've done a much better job with the main course than they did with the entree.
Let's try Mal and Beck's lamb then.
Okay.
Great. One apps.
So the lamb is cooked to perfection.
Yep. The croqueta is mushy and underseasoned.
It's full of water.
Yep. I
Full of water.
really don't like it at all. There should be sweetness in this dish from the peas, and there should be sweetness from the capsicum, and we're not getting any of that. In fact, we're getting the opposite.
Croquette's not nearly seasoned well enough.
Interesting mix, chili and lamb.
The duck for me was a little bit more enjoyable than the lamb. They've cooked both of the key ingredients quite well, though. We must remember that. The lamb's cooked lovely and pink, but the duck.
The duck had such a beautiful flavour to it.
So the dessert is a really important dish right now, isn't it?
I think it's going to be the deciding factor here.
Absolutely.
Mal, good to get the pastry shells out of the oven.
I'm very relieved that my entree main have been served. Now it's on to supporting Beck and making sure that we smash out this dessert.
How's that taste?
We've done with a bit more salt. Tonight for dessert, we are serving a banana and caramel tart. My second batch of caramel, it's brown, it tastes pretty good. The praline could have been a little more golden, but it's crunchy and it tastes great. Mel, I think we're pretty much on time.
So we'll get onto the cream mascarpone.
Yep. We still need something to go with this banana and caramel tart. So I decide to whip up some mascarpone, cream, sugar and some ginger, which will complement the caramel tart.
Just taste that and see how it is too.
That's really good. I'm pretty happy with that.
How you going there, mate?
Mate, I'm going all right. For dessert, we're making a baked custard tart with a citrus salad and a pistachio biscotti. Half slices or full slices?
Try both.
We know this is a relatively simple dessert, so we really need to nail it if we're going to beat Mal and Beck.
The only thing I've got left to do now is make the pistachio biscotti. I combine honey, flour, bicarb, baking soda, pistachio, and then knead it into a dough. Once that's done, I line it onto a baking tray in the shape of a log and put it into the oven for 15 minutes.
And you want to just maybe set a timer for that biscotti?
Yeah.
Bill and Alex have only got like 20 minutes left on the clock, and
they've got to cut it up and bake it the second time as well, so I'm really worried for them.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be enough time.
It looks really good, this blood orange. Hopefully it looks good on the plate as well.
Gentlemen,
Hey, Pete.
how are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad at the moment. We both know what we're meant to be doing.
So you're confident?
Yeah.
Because, boys, at this point in time, it is very, very close, and it's going to come down to this dessert to work out who's staying and who's going home.
All right.
Okay?
Yep. For me at that stage, I'm the one that's taken ownership of the dessert. If it's as a result of me not executing it properly that we're kicked out, then yeah, it's not going to be ideal.
Teams, you've got 10 minutes to go. You should be plating up.
For dessert, Mal and Beck are finishing off their meal with banana and caramel tart with praline. Bill and Alex are making a baked custard with a citrus salad and pistachio biscotti.
I've never bruleed something before. This is going to be interesting. I've decided to brulee the tops of the custard tarts to really add that wow factor. It's neck and neck in this competition at the moment. We really need to bring out the big guns. I think brown sugar might be a bit too strong a flavour.
Right, I'll put the caster on
I'm
there.
going to go with caster sugar.
All right.
To brulee, I've seen it done before. Basically just the process of adding sugar on top of the custard and then using a blowtorch to slightly caramelise it.
The problem is they're not putting very much sugar at all. Normally you just put like a big spoon of it on.
Here we go. I'm thinking I could have possibly used more sugar on there. It's not really getting that crunchy effect that I would like.
At this stage, the biscotti is still soft in the middle, so cut it up into nice little slices. It'll cook a lot quicker when it's in pieces.
Okay.
And whack it back into the oven just to make it a bit more brown and hard through the middle.
Okay, this is all very delicate.
So just take your time.
Beck's caramel tarts have come out nicely. I'm cutting some fresh banana to put on top of that.
So, guys, how's dessert going?
Pretty good.
You've both done a great job so far, and I think this is going to be the decider for you guys. It's going to be a very close race to the finish line. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
6.5 minutes, mate. We're going to be close plating up here. Yeah. We realise we really need to get cracking, otherwise we're not going to get these desserts on the plate. So ask if Phil can run and get another blowtorch and see if we can brulee two at the one time. How are we looking there, mate?
Mate, the closest I've come to this is welding some pipes together, so...
So in terms of all the elements, though, you're pretty happy, hey?
Yep. Tonight for dessert, I guess I wanted to push myself. The chefs do tell us to stick to what we know, but I guess things that I know are pretty safe. So I've really got to step up to the challenge and hopefully it'll work.
How many do you reckon? I'm going to go 4, give it a bit of hype.
Can't forget about those biscottis either.
No, we'll have to wait until the last minute to put them on the plate.
Okay.
I'm not sure why they're putting the citrus salad on top. I would have put it on the side.
How are we going?
That one's on high heat.
Teams, only 2 minutes left.
This could be your last chance to cook in this competition.
Now, on top, or half that amount, you reckon?
No, a good dollop of it. Like, we've got to start getting these on the plates really soon.
How are we going to go? Just like that?
Yep, that was good. Just make sure there's a little bit of everything on each.
Grapefruit, orange, blood orange.
And we'll literally pull those biscottis out at the last second.
They're getting pretty close, I reckon, mate.
Come, boys. Last dish of the day.
Keep it sharp.
The biscotti's starting to worry me. Just hoping that we can plate it all up in time.
1 minute left, guys.
Come on, guys, this is it.
There's a praline
Okay, praline's right there.
Good work, guys. It looks awesome.
Even though it looks really thick, it tastes beautiful.
Teams, 30 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, hey.
Or just on the plate like that.
It's time to wipe the plates. That's beautiful. You choose the judges one.
It's all about presentation, mate.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Clean up these plates.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, guys. Step away from the benches. Time is up.
I think it looks all right, mate.
Yeah, those biscottis not good, though.
Yeah, no. It's a pretty sobering thought, really, to think this is the last dish that we could be serving to Pete and Manu as well as the other guest judges. It's been a great experience. I really don't want it to end now.
Thank you.
We've just got to hope that we have got the flavour on the plate, shown the technique, met the criteria, and had good flavours for them.
Thank you.
I have no idea what to expect.
Thanks, teams. As you know, there's a lot riding on these desserts right here. So take a break, and we'll see you back here shortly.
Nerves are starting to set in because we're about to get critiqued on our food and we're about to find our destiny.
I have to say, this is probably close to the most nervous I've felt in my life.
Shall we start with Bill and Alex's?
Yes.
Sure.
Thank you.
What do you think about the presentation, Guy?
Quite nice. I mean, the little pot looks nice and rustic. Flavour is nice.
The date helps
The
it.
date is helping it, really picking it up.
What's the citrus like for you guys?
It doesn't necessarily do it for me, but it does refresh the palate.
I'd have to say, I think it's just on edge of being overcooked.
Yes.
Do you think?
We've got a pistachio biscotti. Karen?
I think this one's been highly toasted, and they should be hard and crunchy like this, but I think it is a tad over.
Looks different, no? I like Bill and Alex's biscotti.
I don't think I like the fruit with the custard.
Let's move on to Mal and Beck's.
The pastry case is really, really thin. It's very short and it just melts on the palate. That is really good pastry.
It's daunting when it's put in front of you, that amount of brittle and
we're just looking at all the sugar in it.
I really enjoy sweet things and I always really look forward to dessert, but this is really sweet.
This is a smack in the head.
It's kind of, oh.
Working with sugar is a really difficult thing. Obviously, I trouble with it.
Next.
Bill and Alex, Bill and Beck, I had a lot of expectation for both of you guys, and it's disappointing.
You won by this much.
Walking up to receive our scores, the amount of nerves running through my system at the moment is out of control.
There's a million things rushing through my head. Things haven't been perfect, but I think we have done enough. Feeling reasonably confident.
Mal and Beck, Bill and Alex, tonight you've hit some incredible highs, but also some disappointing lows.
We're not all in agreement on the best team tonight. But unfortunately, one of you has to leave the competition. Bill and Alex, tonight your entree was lobster soup. Your main, twice-cooked crispy skin duck. And your dessert, baked custard. Let's see how you did with the guest judges. Liz?
Alex and Bill, your entree was a disaster. The truffles, pointless. They added nothing. Your dessert was fabulous and the presentation was gorgeous. Tonight I've given you a 6.
Toby?
The duck came through and was just gorgeous. Huge depth of flavour, cooked beautifully and really moist. And then to the left of the plate, the spuds are undercooked and the beans lacked flavour, but really, really let the dish down. Tonight, I give you a 6.
Thanks, Toby. Karen?
When your lobster soup hit the table, it was really elegant in the bowl. And the flesh, when I tried it, was cooked beautifully. It was tender. Then I tasted the soup. It was watery and pretty much flavourless. Tonight, I give you a 6.
Boys, the duck, your technique of cooking it first in the oven under steam and then roasting it really paid off. Fantastic. The dessert, a little overcooked. So unfortunately, tonight, I can only give you a 6.
At 6s all round, the last sudden death cook-off, the team that got 6s went home, so I'm not feeling that confident.
Bill and Alex, not only did the soup look like muddy water, it tasted like it. If you don't know how to cook something to start with, don't cook it at all. Main course, the duck was spectacular. But seriously, guys, the bloody potatoes weren't cooked enough. Did you actually chop one open and eat one?
I didn't try the very end product, no.
Why?
Did I eat it?
And the desserts, the fact that you put the citrus on top of that beautiful glass of sugar just ruined it.
The score I'm giving you for your menu tonight is a 5.
I give you a 5.
That gives you a grand total score of 34 out of 60.
I can't believe it. I don't know how else we can react to 34 out of 60.
I'm disappointed for them. I'm thinking that we might be in with a chance.
Mal and Beck, for entree, you serve fried polenta, roasted beetroot, and goat's cheese salad with orange. Your main was spiced lamb rack, and your dessert, caramel tart with banana and praline.
Guy, fantastic entree. I could really tell that you'd thought about this dish a lot. The dessert, there were elements in this dish that were close to perfect. The pastry, amazing. It was the filling that let it down. Tonight, I've given you a 6.
Mal and Beck, your spiced lamb rack, perfectly cooked. The soggy croquette that didn't come together quite as perfectly. Tonight, I give you a 5.
The lamb was lovely and pink and just gorgeous to eat. I think the croquettes were a little bit bland, but overall it was quite a nice dish. The dessert, there was enough sugar in that to last me 10 lifetimes. I could eat about 1 mouthful and that was enough. Tonight, I give you a 6.
Liz?
Mal and Beck, your entree absolutely wowed me. The citrus, the cheese, polenta, it was all just fabulous, so well done. However, I really didn't enjoy the dessert at all. It was just way too sweet. And tonight, I've given you a 5.
I am absolutely shattered. I can't believe it. We worked so hard for this.
Mal and Beck, your entree set the bar very, very high to start. That compared to the boys' soup, up here, down here.
Your main, the croquette, basically, that was the flavor of a watery potato in there. Your dessert, my darling, I saw you sweat on it so much. You worked so hard on it. The good thing about it was the pastry. It was just crumbly and just melted in your mouth, but everything else on it was far too sweet.
I'm getting really emotional. I just don't want to go home. We absolutely deserve to be here, and we have a real passion.
We're 2 points ahead of Mel and Beck, and we could still be in this.
Mel and Beck, for your menu tonight, I'm giving you a 6.
We are now 1 point behind Bill and Alex.
We know we need a 7 from Pete.
The score I'm giving you, Mal and Beck, is a 5. That gives you a grand total of 33.
I'm really disappointed. We're going home. We've done our best.
Bill and Alex, congratulations. You won by this much.
There's a certain part of me that's happy about the fact that we're still here, but there's another part of me that's sad for Mal and Beck. It's definitely a bittersweet feeling.
This is the hardest it's been for me to say to a team that you're eliminated. I think you have so much potential and so much passion. You know, I have to judge what's on my plate.
Don't give up, because we know you've got it in you. When you want something, you go and get it.
We'll keep practicing, we'll keep learning, and we won't give up.
I'm devastated to be leaving. No. But I just don't want to go home. I've had the best time. Now is really why we're here. The best part of the show has been the contestants. I don't want to leave everyone and having such a good time.
You know, I think I speak for Manu and all the teams here that it's been a privilege to have you, Mal and Beck, be a part of my kitchen rules.
So sad that Mal and Beck are leaving.
Well done.
I'm going to miss that hat.
And the pretty face.
You're a doll.
They're very lovely people and they've got such a massive passion.
What matters the most is that we had a fabulous experience. The whole thing was just so much fun.
There's been so many highlights.
Here they come.
Oh my God.
Look at this, the one-handed breakfast.
Well done, babe.
I wouldn't have missed this whole experience for the world.
Hospitality smiles.
Hospitality smile.
Welcome. What we wanted to show people is we have a vision for food.
Dinner is served.
I think we've achieved that.
You've wowed me.
This whole experience, I couldn't imagine being with anyone else. You're my best friend, I love you, and you're the reason why we're here.
On my way to
Next time on My Kitchen Rules.
Come and get your pizzas!
The teams face their harshest critics yet
It's a bit spicy.
as they cook at their own stalls for hundreds of hungry children.
Here you go. Okay, there's more. Watch, there's more coming.
The team that wins the hearts and tummies of these kids is safe for the week. But for the weakest team,
One of you will be going straight to the sudden death cook-off. That team is